Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate taking time out of y'all's busy schedule. Stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Thursday, the 28th of July, 2022. Going on 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It is 92 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity's at 60%. It's going up in the past half hour. Come on. 33 degrees Celsius. Actually, both have gone up. It was 91 degrees and 55% humidity a little while ago. I had checked because I was also checking where we used to live. I was talking to my son. He was talking about how hot it is. And it's my fault because we moved to Florida when he was little. He's right, and he's right. But it was 90 degrees in Palmyra, New Jersey, and 54% humidity, so there was like a 1 degree difference. Anyway, nothing but a thing, right? I gotta air out some of this heat. So he's over there, or back there, redoing the steps for me. Excuse me. One more stage, or one more step, I guess. Different type of step in transforming the cheapest mobile home in Jacksonville into a 2-apartment mobile home. Not sure it's totally legal, but oh well, it is what it is. So put that window up a little bit more. He's been there a couple of hours being, I mean, he wasn't super noisy. Of course, I didn't get up until noon, but he made every effort to not disturb me. Getting my door shut and everything else, which I don't normally shut my bedroom door, or I haven't been shutting the bedroom door. So, anyway. Oh, I don't know what I just knocked over. I need to move this before it spills. That down there. There we go. So I got to working on those rocks last night, the ones that had faded out on me, and ooh, come on, AC, start kicking. There we go. So yeah, I started redoing those rocks. Of course, you can't ever really repeat what you've done in that type of situation. It's not a painting. You're just putting down color and then letting the medium do what it wants, basically. I think I like these new ones as much as the old ones. So it is what it is. I won't be doing a whole lot of them because I can't leave them outside. so they don't do me any good that way. I'll be experimenting again with the paint type instead of ink. It's a different look, but I think it's as pretty or just as nearly as pretty, just depending. I've done a few in the past. A couple of them that I did, I used too much of a flow medium and mixed it with the paint, and they are still not dry. They're getting better, but I mean, it's been almost a month and they're not dry. They're sitting like right in front of the air conditioner. So I thought about like popping them into a heater, into the oven or something, but I'm afraid they'd burn. Speaking of, like, sometimes, you start thinking along and not fully thinking things at first, and then realizing, no, that's a stupid idea. So, like last night, I'm working on those rocks, and I'm pouring alcohol on them and using my little inflator to blow the ink around. And I thought, I wonder what would happen if I used my torch. Torch meaning butane lighter torch, like I would do on the alcohol, on the acrylic paints to pop bubbles. And almost as soon as I thought it, it was like, that'd be a stupid idea. I mean, I've got a rock covered in alcohol on a paper plate that's also soaked in rubbing alcohol. Okay, it was sitting on top of my washer dryer combination, so like it probably wouldn't have hurt much if it hurt anything, but still, yeah. I can like it pictured it in my mind, just going boom, like combusting. So, like I said, you get these crazy thoughts that pop in your head, and then, like, luckily, it's not a good idea. I'd be one of those people that we laugh at all the time, or the viral reels, viral shorts. There was one yesterday where a woman said that she was going to make tea. It had to have been staged. I don't think anybody's really this, I don't know, naive, unknowledgeable. But she said she'd never had tea. So she took the tea bag out of the box of tea and cut the bag open and poured it into the cup and poured water on it. And then was confused when the tea didn't dissolve. Yeah. No. There was another one with a guy pulling his friend on a wakeboard at the boat, and you're you're behind the boat, kind of like skis, but it's just a big single board. And he got the boat up and got his friend up to speed and up on his wakeboard, and then he left the controls, grabbed the surfboard, and climbed over the back of the boat and tried to get into the wave and lost it. So now there's nobody in the boat, and his buddy's like trying to pull himself up the rope to get to the back of the boat, and he gets up to the rough stuff right at the stern, right at the back, and he bites it. So now you got this boat running wide open, Nobody inside. Like, hello. Like they didn't think that through. You know. I mean, I get it. I've been there. I don't know that I would have actually done something like that, but I've been in situations where I didn't fully think it through. So. Sorry, I'm watching this guy bob and weave along behind me. He thought I wasn't going fast enough, so he went to pull over. Just as I changed lanes. Now he can't get back out because there's a big old truck on that side, and we're passing another truck on this side. This is a steep bridge to climb. People like to hit it with a bit of momentum, especially these big trucks. This big truck's got to ride his brakes because there's a guy ahead of me now that's going slow. Oh my God, there's about a 20-car gap between this guy and the cars ahead of me. If you want to come over, come on over. There's actually a lot of traffic out here today, considering. What was I thinking? Got kind of crossed up here in my head. I just found out that someone I know passed away here very recently. One of the guys that I consider like a son. He basically grew up at my house, friends with both of my boys. His dad passed away. I've known the old man for close to 30 years, I think, something like that. So, I mean, he's been sick. He was in his 80s, I think. I know he was quite a bit older than me. He had kids a lot older than I am, or not older than I am. He had kids older than my kids, like way older, 10 or 15 years older than my kids. So, anyway, I found out just before I came out. Let my son know. But it's like I say, we're not promised tomorrow. Man, along those lines, I woke up at one point last night. My arm was screaming at me, but I remember part of my dream was thinking I was having a heart attack. I was going to call 911, trying to get someone to call 911. I woke up was just the way I was sleeping had my arm all, shoulder all messed up, the hand all tingly, and once I woke up, I was able to move it. It was okay, but you never know. guess that's kind of a strange thing to have a dream about, but it's something that is on my mind quite a bit. I am a heart patient. I do have, severe, mildly severe cardiac condition. It's probably on the borderline of severe. And I've got an enlarged heart. One chamber of my heart is like 4 times the size it should be. So it could literally go at any time, and it's gotten somewhat better over the years since they put the pacemaker in and kept my blood pressure down so low. The pumping pressure has gotten better, and the enlargement has gone down a little bit. So, I mean, that's a good thing. Still a walking time bomb. But it's something I've accepted, just along with all the other problems that I have, a lot of which were my, due to my own actions. Some of them aren't, but I don't know, maybe that's not totally true. None of the accidents I've had that ended up in major injuries have been really my fault. So, just have to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, I guess. But in some ways, they are my fault. I didn't have to be in those locations at that time. There's no sense in really worrying about it. Doesn't do any good, won't change anything. Whoa, that's a bunch of unmarked cars. I don't know why they call them unmarked cars, even though they don't have stickers on the side of them. Cop car stands out like a sore thumb, especially when there's 4 of them. Four of them pulling out of one driveway. Anyhow. So, back to the deck. I've got some short videos of it being built. I got a before video, and then when I get home tonight, I'll do an after. But it's a lot. The deck is bigger than I was expecting. I was thinking something like 4x4. Just enough for me to walk up on and unlock the door. So this is more like 4x8, I guess. 4x7, something. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, it's a lot bigger than what I was thinking. But it'll be nice, and it's it's like with my loft, the overhead bunk bed loft that I built, or I had my son build for me to store stuff on. I wasn't planning on putting on a whole lot of stuff, a couple 100 pounds at max. And he built that thing out of 2x8s. I mean, I could literally put like 2 or 3 big motors on top of it if I had the space between it and the ceiling. And looked at today that he's putting it together, cutting the boards up or whatever. He's like, you know, I only had these 2x8s, so that's what you're getting. Okay. He says, but I know what kind of weight you're gonna put on these. I was like, dude, it's only, you know, it's only so big. But again, no complaints. You know, it's a good size. So, could I put stuff on it? Yeah. Will I ever be able to overload it? I don't think so. But hey, we're at the end of the run, so I appreciate you all coming along for the ride, listening at me babble, and yeah, let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Until I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Let's launch it, y'all.